room. Mini workbench, if you haven't got a lot of space at home. You're going to need 2 plugs, cheap and expensive, you can get them from B&Q, Proper Job, a couple of backing plates, just small ones will do, a tin of black paint, 1 brush, assorted nuts and bolts, and 3 00434 washers. They are for, well, I'll show you what they're for in a minute. A couple of long bolts, some small washers, that will be for holding the plugs on. This actual trolley is off eBay. It was inexpensive, it was £24. We did actually ask for it in black, but it came in red, but I'm not too much about that. The main reason I'm doing this is so I can have the welder on the bottom, and then when I'm working on cars I can have my tools on the top. Now originally this actual trolley would have had the top shelf that you see here would have been here. The problem is I want to be able to get the lid open on the welder so I can change the wires. So what I did was I got some cheap ball bearing rollers that are meant for toolboxes and just fashioned up a couple of brackets on each side. And what I've done is I've made it so now that the actual top piece moves out into 2 bigger pieces, so I have one underneath and one on top. You can do whatever you want with the top. I'm going to be putting a grinder on the top of this one, so I can smooth down pieces of metal when I'm doing my welding. And it's got a stone on there as well for you can use it for sharpening stuff and sanding stuff down. And then I've got just a cheap 18-volt impact gun. It was £25.99 from Lidl, same as the grinder. This was £20. So, you know, with a 3-year warranty, I'm not going to argue with that. See how long it lasts. And in the box there, I have got a free can holder for your sprays and lubricants and stuff, and your greases. That will be going here. So what we'll do is we'll make a start on actually getting the plugs on first, as that is going to be the hardest job. So what I'll do is I will set you up on the tripod and you can join in with me. Right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to mount the plugs. What you want to do is just get your plug like that. Find a suitable spot. I'm going to put mine here. Make sure they're sort of semi-level so you don't look stupid. I'm pretty happy. I'm going to go down just a little bit so that the drawer has no issue sliding over the top of it. Okay. Don't mark the next 2 until you've got the first one on, so it's nice and tight up against it. You don't want any gaps because it just looks silly otherwise. So we'll get the drill now. Let's put that drill on an extension lead, I think. It's a bit short. Right then, let's just drill the holes. Right, I think we're going to have to drill some pilot holes first. Sometimes you can get away without doing it, but other times you can't. I think this is one of those occasions. you've drilled your pilot holes, you want to drill your bigger ones then. Always let the drill do the work, don't push too hard on it. So what we want to do now is we want to take one of our plates, get a couple of the small nuts, put a washer on that one. All size washers. We'll go without the washers for the minute. I don't think it's going to be too much of a concern. Can't see that coming through, so I think we'll be okay. Okay, once you've got it to bite, make sure you level it up. It's looking pretty good now. Trust me to have the one nut that got no cross hatch in it. I'll just put you on pause a minute. Okay, so we're now at the point of putting the second one on. I thought I'd just draw the holes off camera to save a bit of room on the old memory for the camera. So we just want to pop one in initially and get a nut on the back of it. Now I can't actually show you wiring them in today because the wire I've ordered hasn't come yet. So I'm hoping that'll be here sort of any day now, really. So once it's here, I'll do a separate video of that and put that on the channel. Okay. Now don't go too tight with these because these ain't the metal back ones, so you will break them if you go too mad. Well, that's what they look like when they're on. I might as well just put the covers on for the minute to get those out of the way. Again, these were just from Proper Job. They were I think $1.69 each. That's pretty reasonable, really. Right, now this next bit is completely optional. You don't have to do it. When I bought this trolley off of eBay, it just comes with the pure metal base. But what I'm going to do is, so I don't damage the wood, damage the metal, sorry, is to line it with some wood. All I've got is just some basically a thin wood that you would get in your drawers, just to line the bottom really. But what I found was that you have to cut it in the middle to even be able to get it in. Otherwise, because of this lip here, it stops you from getting it in. So I'm just going to slip those in now. All I did was to get the right shape before I assembled this. I just drawed round one of the drawers. You can do it with a measuring tape if you want. I just felt this took away a bit of time. So let's slip them in. There's one in. Again, this is totally optional. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. Like that. And then what I do is to sort out the gap is to take some silver foil tape and just run that over the gap because it is waterproof. I am going to be painting these black anyway, just so they look a bit better. Again, that is totally optional, you don't have to do that. Okay, right. I think the next job now we can fit the can holder on now for the lubricants and stuff. Turn the drawer around. And again, this was bought on eBay. It was $8.99. I will put the item numbers in the description. It does have the magnets, which would be good if it was just going on the side of a toolbox because of how thick the toolbox is in the length of the steel. But unfortunately, only one set of magnets cover the front of this. So it would have to go about there. The other set of magnets are at the bottom. The problem I've got is it's lost its stickiness, so when I put bottles in or if I accidentally lean on it, it's just going to pull straight off. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to drill 2 holes there and there, and I'm just going to bolt it straight to the side of the toolbox. So I will get on and drill those holes, and I will show you what it looks like afterwards. Right then, once you've done the holes, you want to use some M5 nuts and bolts. So, just clean off any burrs that remain in. And try and line up your holes as best you can. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of these slightly bigger bolts as a spacer. That's it. Perfectly level now. Try and wash on the back of that one. Right, just go and grab a 8mm spanner a minute, and we can do those up then. Right, just got to make sure you don't go too tight with these bolts. You don't need to, but as long as they're just snugged up basically. I think that'll do for that one. And there you go, that ain't going nowhere now. It's got the magnets holding it in on the back, and then these stopping it from sliding down. Right, at this stage now, it's pretty much do what you want now. I'm going to be adding a few little bits to it that I need for when I'm working. But at this point now, you could just seal the sides of the wood that we've added in, the sleeves. Paint these black, and the job is done. You know, you have yourself a little toolbox, you know, that doubles up, so you can work, you know, with your tools out and so forth. Or you can do what I'm doing and add in a few extra bits. All these bits that I'm adding came from Lidl, and they are down here. I have this grinder here and a sort of linisher type thing with a sanding belt, and beside that I have an 18-watt impact driver, which was only £25 from Lidl, sorry, with a 3-year warranty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting that on now. I'm just going to put you on pause while I get the open the box, and we'll see what it looks like actually on the that's what it looks like when the linisher's on. As you can see, it's all bolted down now. I didn't really see the point in filming that because you might not want to put one of these on. But all you've got to do is just mark out with a pen where the holes are and drill straight down, and you'll be nice and solid. As you can see at the moment, I haven't got the welder on the actual trolley yet, so when I open this out it will try and tip over, so I'll just put my foot on it to stop it from tipping, and I can show you what it's like when it's opened. So that's what it looks like when it's opened. I've now gained all this extra work room for tools and oil filters to go on when I'm doing servicing. I've now got my area for my waxes and greases and sprays and so forth. I've got the capacity for 4 plugs, which is good because I've got the impact driver to charge, I've got the snap-on impact driver, various other little bits. I've got the welder to try and power. But as you can see, it's come out pretty good. I will show you what it looks like once it's all been painted. Again, that's totally optional extra. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I'm just painting it so it's got a bit of a durable finish to it, and it lasts me a long time. So I will show you what it looks like once it's done.